Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be making a classic cottage pie. We're going to be making these in single portion dishes. These are perfect for if you're entertaining guests or if you want to make 5 or 6 of them and then pop them in the freezer to use at a later date. So without further ado, let's get into it. So for this recipe we're going to be using 5% fat beef mince, 7 medium potatoes, a carrot, an onion, salt, pepper, tomato puree, some beef stock and some grated cheese. So we're starting off by cutting our potatoes. The bigger ones we're going to cut into quarters and the smaller ones we're just going to cut into halves. Next up we're going to chop our carrot. So for this I'm just cutting down the carrot lengthways, turning it on its side and then repeating that and then cutting small chunks. Keep an eye out for the runaway piece of carrot here. Once all your veggies are chopped, it's time to add your potatoes into some hot water. I've added a little pinch of salt in with this as well, just to give a little bit of extra flavour. Whilst our potatoes are cooking, we're going to start with our veg. So we're going to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil to a pan, and then we're going to go in with our onions and carrots. Now I'm not going to lie to you guys, I forgot to press record when I was slicing up my onion. I like mine a little bit thicker, but if you like yours small, you can dice them up as opposed to slicing them like I have. Once our onions and carrots have been cooking for a couple of minutes, we're going to add in our beef mince and we're just going to cook that until it's browned off. Now that our mince is browned off, we're going to add in our salt, pepper and tomato puree. We're just going to stir that round for a couple of minutes until it's all thoroughly mixed in. Now it's time for our beef stock. Rather than adding flour to our minced meat, I've added some gravy granules to our beef stock. This is just the way I like to do it, but if you prefer it the other way, add some flour to your minced meat, mix it round, and then add your beef stock and that will thicken it up nicely. Leave this to simmer for 15 minutes until your beef stock's reduced down. And after 15 minutes you can see that beef stock's really reduced down, and now it's time to add our frozen peas into the mix. We're going to let these simmer for another 2 to 3 minutes and then we're going to add them to our baking dishes. So now it's time to add our mix to our dishes. So take a big spoon or a ladle, whatever you've got, and just add a nice even layer of our mincemeat mix to the bottom of your dishes. Once your potatoes are fully cooked, we're going to go and grab our potato masher and we're going to start mashing them up. We're going to go in with nothing at the moment, just going to mash these up so they're nice and fluffy, and then we're going to add in some butter and we're going to mash that into them as well. Once the butter's fully mashed in, we're going to add in some semi-skimmed milk. You can use whole milk if you wish. And then we're going to get that fully mashed in. That's going to give our mash a nice creamy texture. Once our mash is ready, we're going to add it to our dishes. And then we're going to take a spoon and then we're just going to smooth it all off, making sure that we've got mash covering all the edges of the dish. Lastly, we're just going to add some grated cheese on top of our mash, and once we've done this, we're going to pop our cottage pies into a preheated oven at 200 degrees for around 15 to 20 minutes or until the cheese is browned on top. And there you go guys, beautiful little cottage pies. These ones really are delicious. Massive thank you to Jenny Wilson who requested this video. If you guys have got any other recipes you'd like to see us make, drop a comment below and we'll be sure to get them made for you. Like and subscribe to the channel guys, it really does help us out. And from everyone here at Chefing at Home, we'll see you on the next one.